All right, y'all, so today's video we are going to be watching Senator Fetterman. There's a clip that I want to show y'all. This was with the interview that he did with NBC News, Meet the Press. One moment, y'all. This is the interview that he did with NBC News with Meet the Press. This question was specifically around fracking. They were asking him about VP Harris's record in regards to like her thoughts and opinions about fracking and how she previously sued the Obama administration regarding fracking. And they asked him about his previous opinions on fracking. The way that fracking has everybody in a chokehold, mainly because it's just so like, we have so many politicians that's been wishy-washy on it. So it's like, okay, let's see, like, what do you actually believe? So we're gonna go ahead and press play and then we're gonna talk about it.
All right, well, let me talk about a big issue, another big issue, I should say, in your state, the issue of fracking. I know you've talked about this quite a bit. Vice President Harris, as you know, once supported a ban on fracking when
He's
she was
already
running
annoyed
for
with the
president in
question.
2020. She even sued the Obama administration to prevent fracking off California's coast. Now she says she will not ban the practice as president. Why should voters trust that that is really what the vice president believes?
It's so strange why we just keep talking about fracking. Now, back in 2020, I said that that might be an issue, but it's not going to be a defining issue. And now in 2024, we're still trying to talk about fracking. And now the other side, they're talking about eating cats and geese and dogs and saying absurd things and talking about how if Trump doesn't win, he said that, you know, you have to blame the Jews on that, and just absurd things, you know, like having a serious policy conversation when the other side is just absolutely on fire. And here's where we are, and here we are also that it's going to be very close in Pennsylvania, and it's not going to be defined by fracking.
Well,
okay, I see what he's saying, but also I understand what he's saying, that the conversation, the policy point around fracking is not going to be defined with Pennsylvania voters. However, fracking is depending on who you ask, can be a foundational question in regards to how we move this economy forward. So like, that's why a lot of questions have been rising about like, are you anti-fracking or for fracking? Like, how are we going to, like, you get what I'm saying? So I see what he's trying to say in regards to like, oh, y'all keep asking us about fracking when Trump's campaign talks about eating dogs and cats. But it's just like, fracking is a policy question. Whether you like it or not, whether it's repetitive or not, it is a policy question, and it does affect Americans. So I think that question is an important question.
we are talking about it because, of course, it supported 120,000 jobs back in 2022. Let me read you some of what you have said about fracking. In 2016, you called it a stain on Pennsylvania. In 2018, you said you don't support fracking at all. But then in 2022, you said you absolutely support fracking. Senator, what exactly do you like about fracking now?
It's strange for some weird gotcha, kind of taking quotes out of context. And, you know, here I am now. I'm a United States Senator, and I won by 5 points, a record margin back in 22. And again, it might be an issue in fracking, and I fully support fracking. So does the Vice President Harris. And now if you want to have a serious conversation about policy, then I would challenge Trump and Vance to have one other than talking about eating pets.
And we'll have plenty of questions for Senator Lindsey Graham. There's no doubt about that. But to the point, what do you now like about fracking? You say,
yo, I like her. I like her because it's like she's so unbiased right now, because she's just like, okay, we're going to have those questions for Lindsey Graham, but we're speaking to you right now. So what do you like about fracking? I just think he just needs to answer the question. Like, I understand the frustration with the question that you may have, because it's like a hot, I said hot commodity. It's like a hot talking point right now, but it's just like, just answer the question. Like, what do you like about it?
Ban it. You support it now.
Oh, they're eating dogs. They're eating cats. You know, again, so, okay. Yes. And any more on fracking? I think.
Well, I want to ask you about the Middle East, actually. Let's move on, because I do want to get this in. This week, as you know.
Yo. Okay. Okay. I see what people are saying. Yeah. I just don't think it's a good strategy point to do everything you can to divert from the question at hand. Like, you keep bringing up like what the other side is doing. She's not talking to the other side right now. She's talking to you. So I don't think that was a good look. But Yeah. Someone said, Harris clearly stated in the debate that fracking takes away U.S. dependence on foreign oil. How much more clear could she be about why her stance on the issue has changed? That's true. However, you have to understand in context. Like, if you originally was like anti-fracking in 2019, but you don't acknowledge that you were once anti-fracking, you kind of like skip over 2019 and say, oh, 2020, I've always been for fracking. It kind of makes question marks in people's head. They're like, okay, like nothing's wrong with changing your opinion. It's just like more so like acknowledge you changed your opinion and why did you change your opinion. So whenever, I guess that, I don't know, I think that's where like a lot of like blurredness comes in. Someone said, Fetterman trying to avoid answering a simple question, sad. I mean, that's a politician. That's a politician for you. Let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. Do you think it has gotten to the point where we are just overusing the talking point? Not even talking point, but over speaking about fracking. Do you think it's been made clear with Donald Trump's, do you think it's been made clear with Trump's administration what their stances are, and it's been made clear with Harris's administration on what her thoughts are when it comes to fracking? Or do you think we're just beating a dead horse at this point? Let me know your thoughts on the comments down below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you're notified whenever I post a new video. Follow me on my social media. I love y'all all. God bless y'all. This is Uduak, connecting people with policy, and we're on the road to 25K. Okay, toodles.